someone who send police. And then be Nigerian citizen now, #1 citizen of Nigeria. Fuck, the Basham back. Now better news to be said.
Hello guys, and welcome to Source TV. My name is Adekunle Jelil, and today we're going to be talking about a very serious issue, a very serious matter. I know by now you must have heard about Seun Kuti, son of Afrobeat legend Fela Kuti, assaulting a police officer, and the video was actually a viral video, posted on Twitter, across all social media platforms. The video has since gone viral, where Seun Kuti was actually pushing a police officer, slapping the officer, and saying all sort of things to the officer. And in the video, what we saw was Seun Kuti pushing the officer, saying sort of foul words to him. His wife came down of the vehicle to try to pacify him not to continue with the act, and he kind of chased the wife back into the vehicle, that she should not even interfere into the matter. And he came back and slapped the police officer, and the police officer was like, he didn't even retaliate or say anything. In that short video, that was what happened. And this video got me like, why would somebody like Seun, assault the police officers to the point of slapping the officer? This was part of the same set of people that we're talking about police brutality. We're all clamoring for change, and clamoring for a better Nigeria. But here you are on the streets and assaulting a police officer. And according to him, it was like, okay, the police officer tried to kill him and his family. So yeah, okay, let's now imagine saying not true. Say the police officer tried to kill him and his family. But when somebody is trying to kill you and your response is with a slap, I don't know how you will eventually escape the killing. So it was just try to I just feel like that was just some sort of cover up story based on what is really on ground. If you are angry, fine, but on no account, even if it's not a police officer, on no account would you raise your hand up to even assault somebody, let alone a police officer who is not even like the police officer was not even carrying gun or anything. Sure, you understand? So it was really a controversial thing that got a lot of people talking online. And I feel like at this point it is a case whereby the police IGP has ordered his arrest. I don't know whether he has been arrested by now or not, but I feel like this is something that should really be tried, because in some advanced country, in some developed country where we always make reference to when we want to talk about Nigeria, when we want to talk about how bad Nigeria is, people who are in position of authority are getting tried for offenses. They are getting fined, and they are getting even jailed. So I don't understand why this Seun Kuti zone will now eventually become an exception based on the fact that, okay, do you understand? So I feel like it is really a serious matter that should not be handled with levity, because if this whole matter was got swept under the carpet, that means a common Nigerian, a common man would feel like, okay, because I don't know people, if I do this, but once I have money, once I know people, definitely I can assault a police officer, assault people that you are not even supposed to assault, just because you know people and you have money. And it is really serious. I'm saying the man wanted to kill him and all that, the video proves otherwise, unless maybe he has another video where the man was actually pointing gun at him, and maybe afterwards he now decided to give him a slap. But at the end of the day, even at that, You don't have the right to, like, retaliate in such manner. So that is what I think. And it's funny how lately I saw a tweet by Mr. Peter Okoye, who kind of, like, tried to beg the entire police force and IGP on behalf of Seun. He tweeted saying, "Quite an unfortunate incident, and from reports, it seems Seun families was in danger, hence the altercation. When you understand what happens when a man is put in a situation to protect his family from any form of danger, our emotions get the better of us. I asked and plead that the Nigerian police force accept our unreserved apologies for unfortunate outbursts and tamper justice with mercy. Family, hashtag family and love leads." Well, yeah, that is Mr. P of P Square there trying to apologize to the entire police force, to the IGP on behalf of Seun. And you could remember before election, Seun and Mr. P were in a lot of loggerheads based on Obi Tinubu kind of fights. And now he's trying to, like, maybe he's trying to, some people are saying maybe he's trying to cash in on the matter, he's trying to, chase clout on the matter. Well, who knows? Although we've known Mr. P to be somebody who would always come out and talk, well, express how he feels on social media, especially on Twitter. So that's the way he is. I feel like maybe this is what he feels like doing, what he felt like doing this time around, and he actually did it. Now, when we talk about assaulting police officer and the punishment that is attached to it, I got something that says assault of police officer is a felony punishable with at least 6 months jail time. Even resisting arrest or obstructing a police officer from doing his duty is as well as an offense punishable by law. You understand? So this act alone, act of assault alone, it attracts 6 months jail term or even more, depending on their investigation. And Section 98 of the Nigerian Police Act of 2020 provides that a person who assaults, obstruct or resist a police officer in discharge of his duty, or aids or incite any other person to assault, obstruct or resist a police officer or other person aiding or assisting police officer in the discharge of his duty, commits an offense and is liable on conviction. So these are laws, these are things that are entrenched in our constitution, and this is something that is punishable. So it is now left for the judiciary, it is left for the police officer to prove that, yeah, they can actually execute the law, and it is left for the judiciary to also prove that they can actually interpret the law no matter who is involved. Now, the problem now is, we all know that we are in Nigeria. This is Nigeria. Anything can really happen. Yes, we are in Nigeria. Anything can happen. And talking about that is that, what are the likely things that can come out of this thing based on, say, we are in Nigeria? We know the normal things wey suppose happen, but based on, say, we are in Nigeria, what are the likely things that will happen? So let me tell you, the likely things that will happen in this case is, maybe at the end of the day, Seun Kuti eventually contacted some people at the high up and tried to apologize to the IGP, settle some people, settle the police officer involved, and they buried the matter. You understand? Maybe, probably based on, maybe probably because of public interest, they might have the police officer even come out to apologize to Seun. You understand? After being settled. It's the way it is. It is, we are in Nigeria. And there's, and another thing that could happen is, the whole matter getting dragged to court, and the police and judiciary doing the things that they are supposed to do. Or in the end, maybe it's going to come out, it's going to end up being a jail term and option of fine. Sure, you understand? So it depends on the option of paying fine, and it depends on how much is involved in the fine. So a lot of things could happen, and there's a lot of ways that this issue might actually be swept out of carpet, that if you are a common man and you are an ordinary Nigerian, and you don't know anything and you try this kind of thing, you are going down for it. You understand? But if but somebody like Seun Kuti, somebody as influential as Seun, might probably, you know, might probably go get away with this one. So another question I would also like to ask at this point is, the father to Seun Kuti, late Fela Kuti, how would he be feeling? Let's imagine, say, maybe he's in heaven right now and he's watching as everything unfolds. How would he feel about Seun slapping a police officer? Remember, Fela actually faced a lot of challenges with police, with government, and he was even jailed at a point. And I've never had it in history that maybe he fought back, maybe he tried to shoot someone, or went violence, or do anything that is outside, just protesting and singing songs that actually tackles the government. Sure, you understand? I've never had anything of such. So now Seun Kuti coming up with this kind of act, doing this kind of thing, how would Fela in heaven feel about his son? Will he be disappointed? Will he be disappointed in Seun, or would he be proud of him? Say, oh, yes, that's my son. I don't know. I'll leave you guys to, give me your comments on that in the comment section. And that's all I have for you today. And I would like you guys to, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Seun should be jailed for this? Or do you think Nigerian government thing will set in, Nigerian thing will set in and is going to get away with this, and there's not going to be any punishment whatsoever? Let me have your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this issue. I still remain Adekunle Jelu till I come your way again. Bye for now.